Hello everybody, Bruce McGonigal here. So the Privy Council had a leaked report today in Canada, and this report reflects the dystopian vision that Mark Carney has for Canada. It predicts that within 15 years, Canada could be an economic and social collapse, folks, just like we saw in Venezuela and other failed states. Now, Mark Carney, on the 16th of January himself, told Canadians that the Canada we know and love is over. Listen.
Old times, my friends, are over. Our times are anything but ordinary. The system, it's not working as it should. And it's not working as it could. People are anxious. No wonder. Too many are falling behind. Too many young people can't afford a home. Too many people can't find a doctor. And then we're living through the two biggest technological revolutions since they split the atom. And our climate is changing in ways that threatens livelihoods from Fort Mac to Fort Smith. And then on top of that, as George just mentioned, in just 4 days, the United States will swear in Donald Trump as their 47th president, a man who threatens economic force on his closest, most steadfast allies, including Canada.
There you have it, folks. The Privy Council office is simply saying what Mark Carney was saying. Except they go further than that because this gets really insidious. Check this out, folks. But the loss of belief in social mobility could also make space for positive ideas. People could rethink what prosperity means or fulfillment. They may reject conspicuous consumption. They may focus on policies that promote human flourishing. This could include healthcare, housing, the environment, and education for its own sake. So folks, they're telling you right there that their plan isn't even going to be to educate people to get ahead in society anymore. Their plan is going to be to educate people to feel better about other people. Well, what does that sound like? That sounds like DEI and SOGI, doesn't it? That you have to affirm people's gender identity, that you have to affirm who they are as an individual or as somebody who's they, them, which could be potentially multiple individuals all wrapped into one body that you must affirm. Otherwise, you are not doing your part on Elbow Up Team Canada, right? You know what I mean, folks? This is what they really, really want. If they could put an app on your phone that tells you what the pronouns are of people around you as you go around, and then make it a fine if you don't use their pronouns in the correct way, they will. It's all part of the social credit, social control, where they take your freedoms and reimagine your freedom into slavery. That's what they want. Listen to even more of how insidious this is, folks. Upward social mobility may never be as difficult or rare as suggested in this scenario. However, social stagnation and downward mobility are plausible elements of the future. Exploring them supports anticipatory governance by helping policymakers think through potential challenges and opportunities. So, the Privy Council office is mirroring what Mark Carney said. Mark's already said flat out that he sees really tough times ahead for Canada and that we're going to have to radically change how our society runs. So it's all meshing together. I don't know how people can be so alarmed by what this report said when Mark Carney himself was already saying this.